Hello there. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that's slightly better. Hi, it's me. Balatro is probably too loud, right? How do we deal with it? Hi, it's me, Scott. Hello. Did I say that already? I don't know. Let's turn on the music a tickle. Maybe keep game volume up. I don't know. We'll see. I don't, normally I try not to start streaming when Skojo is streaming, but I'm not streaming Sudoku today, so I don't feel as bad. We're going to play Balatro, which I played an embarrassing amount of, truly embarrassing amount of, in the last week. Like, I don't even want to show. I don't even want to show how much Balatro I played. Balatro? I still don't actually know how to say it. Balatro? Balatoro. Anyway, it's a good game. I haven't streamed it before. I haven't streamed anything but Sudoku for so long that we'll just have to see how it goes. So, what I was thinking of doing is... Oh no. How did that happen? Oh, okay. That was weird. Sure. I want to try to get up to green difficulty. I'm not especially good at this game. I've unlocked all of these decks. I need to get a deck to green stake. And I'm just being honest and realistic about myself, especially since I am losing steam a little bit on it. I thought I would just use the Checkered deck, try to get this to red, try to get it to green, because a lot of people say Checkered deck is easy mode. It's really easy to build in a certain direction with this deck. Maybe we'll try to get flushy. But again, I'm not super good at this game. I'm also still fuzzy from yesterday, so this might be bad. You should definitely not watch the stream if you want to see someone who's good at the game. You might have to adjust the... Should I do this instead? No. This? Is this better? Might need to move my head around. But let's try this. Let's try a red stake Checkered deck and try to get this deck to get it to red and then try to get it to green. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if that's really realistic. So red stake just means small blind doesn't give any rewards, but small blind sucks anyway. Nobody likes it. So let's try this. I think my head is okay there because it's just over the deck. I'm going to be... It's a casual playthrough. Definitely not. I'm not especially good. Again, I feel it's important to say that. So I will probably... let's just try to get a good seed. I would like a coupon to start. I think would just to... I don't know what the ethics of this game are in terms of what people consider appropriate, but I'm gonna try to get something that at least seems like a reasonable start. That wasn't terrible. I just feel like I want a coupon, you know? Maybe that's unreasonable. You will never get a coupon. Also, just don't want to hit this button all day long. But I will. Yeah, I'm not, you could do this. Skip the first blind and get a big enough hand to offset the shrunk hand size, the hand size on the manacle, and then skip the big blind as well, and try to get an uncommon joker to start. But that means yeah, I don't know. This doesn't seem very good. I want to get off on the right foot here. But again, I also just don't want to do this all day. Okay, losing my patience. I kind of wish there was a way to just sort of re-roll a little more easily. I mean, this is hard. Or that there was a starting thing, you could start with a specific joker or something. I feel like it's a pretty standard roguelike thing to. I mean, this might not be bad. Let's just try this. Let's see how it goes. I'm tired of re-rolling. I guess just start with an Empress. Maybe. Again, I am not into. I don't know the hot strats here, frankly. And a steel. I think people like steel cards, but who can say? Who can say? Okay, well that was not the coolest start I've ever seen. So, like, people call this easy mode because they're just going to play flushes to start with, which is probably boring to watch. But maybe it'll get a little more interesting as we go. It just seems like the most reasonable way to like not guarantee, definitely is not guaranteed. It's very likely I'll screw this up, but make it more likely to get a red. So pairs are interesting in this deck. Normally you'd be like, I'm going for flushes, so pairs are irrelevant. But this deck is so weird that you can get pairs and flushes all at once. And then evens, so I'll just take both of these. I'll take the coupon, which I should have taken first. See how good I am at this game? And then I would like to get straights, not straights, what's its face? Flushes moving. But we can't, so we'll do full houses. And I'm gonna keep a little money for interest, I guess. I would like that polychrome, that seems cool. We only get one hand here though. So we gotta be like decently built by the time we get here. But let's skip this and play this. Again, on red stake, there's kind of no reason to play unless you want to visit the shop. That is a reason. So here's an example of we get a pair and a flush. We're only gonna get the 4 on this, but that's okay. I think this will be fine. This shouldn't be too terrible. We'll at least get the pair. See, this makes me want to do the full house, but we really only need one of those. We won't get the pair, but we'll get a lot of evens. So that's exciting. Whoa, okay. That's kind of worst case scenario, unfortunately, because getting your polychrome on a card that degrades is kind of a bummer. So at the start, this is going to be amazing, but this card will degrade over time and eventually be useless. I can't remember if it self-destructs at the end of that or not, but it's kind of the worst polychrome. Or this, or the banana that explodes. This is probably good to get us through that single card. Maybe. I mean, we want to hit evens. We probably want to flush. We upgraded it. Just full house. We'll see. So it would be cool to have either a full house or a flush with a pair in it. I guess I'm gonna try to go for a flush with a pair. Well, a flush with 2 pair. Unprecedented. So we should level up our flush. We are gonna we're gonna get the 2 6s for some extra mult. We're gonna get the pair for some extra chips, and then this is just gonna probably push us over no matter what. So I'm not gonna think about it very hard. Yeah, we did okay there, thanks to our popcorn, but unfortunately our popcorn will not last. This is kind of nice. I mean, this pays for itself in 1 round, so it seems wise. It would also be nice to have another discard though. This also doesn't like help our chances really. It's good for the future, but bummer. It's hoping for flushes. Okay, let's just keep going. We get another polychrome if we can make it past here. I feel like I might just die on this run. Might just happen. Seems wise to keep the evens, but I think we're going for... There's more evens in this flush, so we'll get a lot of evenness going on. Again, disclaimer, I have no idea really what I'm doing. This is all just from playing. Looks like a full house would be Not too hard to get. That'll still trigger this, which is interesting. It doesn't have to be a pair, it just has to contain a pair, so the full house would actually trigger there. Be nice to get it with evens if we can. We can, but then we don't get the steal card. Oh, but we're basically there. So I'm thinking about this harder than I should, really, but this is what I would like to have. Too bad that was not polychrome. This is such a weird one. I'll take it, obviously, but pretty freaking weird. It may not be worthwhile, really. I don't know. I take that 2 pair. Okay, finally get this. I don't really feel like we're gonna lean into 2 pairs. This pack, let's keep $5 for interest, I guess. I don't love the deck we have going so far. This is such a goofball card, but I don't know. I've never given it a chance. Maybe I'll decide I like it, especially in this deck. Alright, let's just play this flush to start with. Sorry. Okay, let me get some... Oh, I didn't even pay attention to that. Only 1 hand type this round? Okay, that's okay, actually. That one's easy. If it was the can't repeat hand types in a round, that would be scary. I only played both of those pairs. Was probably not the most wise thing to do, but oh well. This is the danger of building like fully into flush. Oh, this stupid egg. I mean, the idea is that you would eventually sell this, which also is, this is not ideal to have polychrome on. But 1.5 molt is probably better than this card. Just because we get that on every hand. The other one we only get periodically. Maybe that's not true. I think the idea is we'd eventually sell this for a bunch of money. Okay, I'm gonna do it. We'll keep $5 for... That's not bad. This could be useful. Okie dokie. Choose up to 2 of... Okay. Hopefully a Jupiter. Take that. And take a Earth. Decrease the level of the poker hand. I'm not going to do that for now. So evens are our buddies, so that's a bad... I mean, we get 1 even there. The double A thing is just so ridiculous. But we've got other friends to help us. I might as well just drop a gold on one of these. I guess. I don't really have a mental model for the best usage of gold. Oh, sorry, that's to hold. I should have dropped it on one of the other ones. Oops, I was thinking it was a gold seal. That was the exact wrong thing to do. Oh well. I blew it. Just blew my $3. Should have put it on one of the hearts. So weird cards. Also, not enough Jupiters around here. You could use the pool to keep going with full house, but I don't know. I mean, it seems not entirely unlikely that we'd end up with a straight flush with this deck, but still not super likely. Let's just keep going. If we really need to, and we see we have a... Oh no, that was straight flush. That was a bad choice. I made a bad choice. So... We still want even, so let's ditch these. Maybe this. Well, that didn't go well. Didn't go well at all. Now I do want this for the even. Ah, that was the end of our popcorn. That's sad because we not only lose the popcorn bonus, we lost our polychrome. That is a sad story. Oof. That might just be the end of the run. Now it might be wise to do this now. Just really lean into this. I should probably pick up another Joker. Sad. Not what I wanted. Well, man, bummer. Really not doing well with the old... Celestial decks. Do I do this? Or do I try to make it another round? I think we just go for it. Ooh, a Spectral. Random Joker? No, of course not. 5 random cards gives you $20. Destroy 1 and 4 enhanced number cards. I'll take that. Which is steal. So, we're going to have a 0 discard here, which is going to be scary. We still have not used this stupid 8, really. We need more Jokers. Even though I would like to double my money, I think we need to play this. Not feeling great about this run at this moment in time. We may not make it past the water blind. We may not even make it past this. These odd numbers are not helping us. Where's all of our enhanced cards that we bought? Good grief. Ah, gosh. That was bad. This is bad. What a bad situation we're in. Well, kind of want to keep those. We don't need them. We just need... Oh, I should have taken that 2 as an even. Careless. Okay. That's like it's worth so much money. But I want the mult. Kind of... Okay. Which one of these is really helpful? Oh, look, it's our buddy again. Maybe we never should have sold you. Does get us 8 malt. Okay. Well. See, we could sell this guy. This guy isn't doing work. This guy's making money. But if we do that, this guy is not as useful. We get 50 chips. I don't know. These are poor choices I'm making, but I'm going to do it. We just... This round may not have them. 0 discards. So... We don't have a ton of choice in what we do here, unless we happen to get a full house. Should probably pay more attention to that, but well. See, we could try to go for the full house here. And that is certainly worth a whole lot more. Yeah, I think we should. Upgrade our full house. Very appropriate. Not what I want to upgrade, but I'll take it. I guess we finally got one of our stupid double 8 thing that finally fired. Sort of forgot about that. So this is definitely worth $2 to make $22. Oh, that's cool. It's because of the egg. We have another... Oh, that's the malt version. This is the chip version. So... I don't know what I want to do. More money. That's nice. I don't feel like I'm very good at dealing with the Arcana. Create a random joker. Do we do it? Oh boy. Who would we get rid of? This? Gonna regret this. This guy's a loser. This is a total loser. Okay. I mean, that's fine. It's 100 tips, but that was probably not a worthwhile trade, really. Oh, that would... Ooh. Odd Todd and Even Steven give you full coverage of the deck. But I think the mult is worth more. I don't know. I always lean towards mult, but I know... Ugh, I'm gonna do it. This is probably a poor choice. I just want them to be a team, you know? Odd Todd and Even Steven together again. Probably compromised our ability to do anything with this deck now. We roll one more time. Dream will roll one more time. I just want to frickin'... Okay, so how are we doing here? So there's no reason to do this except to get to visit the store again, which might be worth it. Guess we can take this deck for a spin, see how we do. So we have Odd Todd and Even Steven. We don't care about pairs anymore, so let's just ditch all the lower cards. So face cards are not our friend in this case, because of these two fellas. It's good to have all this money though. Probably shouldn't have re-rolled all those times. Oops. Yeah, the face cards are not our friends. Stupid egg is worth so much money. Oh, it'd be great to get the flush version of this. I don't think I have it. Flush. Flush. Oh no, what happened? Have I been streaming without the... What just happened? How long has the screen been blank? Did I just click away? So as long as I'm clicking here... Okay, that was weird. Hopefully the screen was not just gone for a long time. It's quality content. Did that really just happen? Like if I... But if I was like clicking to play the game, surely it would have... I don't know. Okay, sorry if it was a black screen for a long time. So, I I mean, I can't really afford to get rid of the egg. I could get rid of this guy if I really felt like I had something better. But I don't want to re-roll too many times. Each face card in hand and plus 10 mult. Is 10 mult worth more than 110 chips? Probably. Probably. And some money. I'm gonna do it. Especially since it's really 15 mult because of this. I don't know if that was really wise. Really don't. But let's go forward. So the rare Joker could be a cool thing. Do I really think I'm going to make 30,000 on this? I really don't know. So what am I really trying to do? I mean, I'm probably going to hold on to face cards because they won't trigger this. So there's really no mandate here other than face cards are not our friends. Not necessarily our enemies. It's not our friends. What would be great is like updated, upgraded Jupiter. Could also remember that if I need to, I can use this in case of emergency. Okay, we'll at least get our steel mult. That wasn't too bad. We're probably fine for that later one. This guy. Do like this. Need a negative card. I hesitate to get rid of anything at this point. So maybe we won't. Double money sounds good for our bull. Maybe double money again, just for this guy. Could also do. I want to do it. Money is power. I don't really care about this voucher. Maybe I will care about it though. Okay. So. Sorry, steel card. Once it evens, it's great. Let me do that stupid egg. It's a very expensive egg. It gets more expensive every minute. But I don't think that's going to mean anything. Unless we get that card that turns sell value into mult. I think it's the pirate card. That could actually be cool. Can you please get Jupiter? Thanks. Ooh, now I want a fool. Can I please get a fool? No, but we get this lady. Okay. Means full house. Should probably be playing more full houses. Should probably be paying more attention to that. This card is irrelevant in this deck. It's useless. You may want that. One more. Ooh. God, I hate this card though. I do like this card. This is worth 2.5 mult. And this guy is only worth 1.5 mult. Do we finally sell the egg and have a bunch of money for this? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sell the egg. I'm gonna buy this because it's worth 2.5 mult, and by skipping more blinds it'll only be worth more. Maybe we can get it to 3 by the end of the game. feel like we should buy this just because it's a free Joker slot, but I'm not happy about it. Okay, so that feels okay. Maybe. We get $19 from this, which would help the old bull. Let's do it. And skipping will help this guy. $19 from this. So all spade cards are debuffed. That is very bad. This is very bad. I mean, it means we can only play our hearts. Play our hearts out. And I guess, if needed, we can use death to turn a spade into a heart if we just can't play hearts. I'm gonna do it. Pretty good hand. Okay. Goodbye to all of you. Which messes with this guy, because I hate this card. I don't actually need the steal, so we'll try to keep the gold. Ooh, that was not as good. Oopsie. I hate you. Okay. This is definitely a great time for me to screw up. Discarded the face times. I mean, this is kind of nice with these cards because we're avoiding them, but money cards are just not very relevant to us right now. This is not relevant to us at all. It would be so good to get some more Jupiters. Whoa. Awesome. Take that. Oh my gosh, I want a fool. Where's the fool? Jupiter? Oh, Jupiter. Full house is at 10. This weirdo. This card's cool. One more. We could get some clubs if we really needed them, which would be a foolish endeavor, I think. Okay, so if we skip this, rerolls are free. There's just not really a reason to play this. So, forces one card to always be selected. I mean, that's gonna force. It would be so good to have like a. I hate this card. I really do. If we skip this, we're at 3.5, and we double our money up to 40. I think we need to skip it, so we get way more money, and we get this. Now, the thing that's going to be scary is the forced card selection is going to force. Like, this is worst case scenario, basically. We'll just discard it. We might as well, like, bonus these lower cards, I guess. Because we have it. Wait, can you only... Oops. Oh, yeah, because this is selected, so don't do that. Never mind. Abort. Because we want to keep this as a mult. So I think we want to do this because we don't like the face cards. We have all these friends. We have so much, yeah, so many chips. This is 300 chips, and this is 3.5 mult just by itself. Odd Todd does count aces. Okay, let's do it. Feeling reasonably good about this. Wow, okay. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was better than I thought it was going to be. So, I don't think there's any reason to continue because what we really want to do is we just wanted to get that red chip. Right? Is there any reason to continue this? I don't know if there's some like, oops. I feel like most of my remaining unlocks are pretty weird. That would be kind of hard to get. Discovery. Wait, is there a planet card I haven't gotten yet? What planet card have I not gotten? So we could try to get to $400. 100,000 chips in one hand. Some of these are just not purchased. Discard 5 jacks. 4, 7 of clubs. It's pretty weird. 1,000,000 chips in one hand. I thought I'd done that before. Maybe it was on a seed. Have at least 30 cards of hearts in your deck is feels pretty possible on this. Okay. I don't know. Let's just play until we die. We'll probably die pretty quickly. Useless. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I kind of just want to go. I'll get one more discard and just... Let's play till we die. Probably won't go too far. Doubles money. Skip this as well, just to get up to 4. Anything here that would be worth getting rid of something we have. There's this dumb jerk, but I don't think so. Diamonds are debuffed, which is irrelevant to this deck. I don't know. I'm not gonna think very hard. We already got what we wanted, so I'm just gonna go quickly through this until we die. I could get a full house, but I just don't care very much. Shut up, Green Joker. Hate your guts. Okay, let's just get a full house, just because it's full house is at level 10. Yeah, why not? I don't know. Let's just keep breezing along. I'm just gonna skip these just to get more multi-tier. I don't think there's really a reason to. We have 200. I don't think we're gonna get to 4. I don't feel like we're not gonna break this 1,000,000. But maybe we will. This is a bad hand with all these face cards. Really handicap those fellas. Probably shouldn't play this. Okay, never mind. It worked out. It worked out in the end. I remember we do have these. Might as well drop those bonus cards somewhere. Could also duplicate our steel to get. Is that a good idea? I mean, we've got to use it at some point, right? I may live to regret that. I regret it. Shut up, Green Joker. I really want to get those steals. Although now that I've knocked 2 off the Joker, it probably wasn't worth it. God, oh no. Oh, 3 off the Joker, so it's totally not worth it. We have 3 steals now. Incredible. Okay, I may have just killed the run. I don't think we're gonna make it anyway. I don't think we're gonna get 500,000 in one hand. It's not bad. Okay, that's fine. We got the thing we actually wanted. Whoa. Okay. I didn't realize I had done that, but... Okay, so the real goal was to get this, which I'm afraid of. Which probably the deck I just had would have been great for this, but now... So I'm going to try this. I'm not going to stream for too long. That was a 40-minute run. I would like a auspicious start, though. Or at least feel like I have an auspicious start. Really, like, things can turn around so quickly based on what cards you get. It really is not that important to do what I'm doing right now, but I would at least like to feel good about the start. Like, we definitely don't want to start if all... Let's just do this. Like, if this was... If the boss blind was killing all of our hearts or something. Excuse me. It's a worthless hand. Worthless. It's truly worthless. 2 of these. I don't know. This was a bad start. I'm starting over. Sorry. Do kind of like this. Problem is, I would like this, but we may not be able to afford it, is the problem. Let's try. But we may just not have enough money because... Well, you'll see. Like, I don't think this is going to be a problem. I think once we get to the shop, we may have made a Joker that we cannot afford. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. This would be a cool Joker to have, but we made a $12 Joker. We only have 11. Okay, sorry. This is manageable. Let's do this, I guess. In fact, this was going to be trivial because we've offset the boss mechanic. I liked that last deck we had. I do have a worry that we are not going to get something that is going to get us to the score we need. More money is cool. And there's our buddy. Ooh, but that's extra hand size. We're just not going to make it through this game without any jokers, is the problem. I don't know. Jupiter? Worthless. Worthless. A wild card, also pretty worthless in this deck. Steel card could be... steel. I want this. I want you. I feel like we're not going to have enough money. And I feel like we're going to have trouble getting to 2,000. I'm not feeling great about this deck anyway. It's good to skip fully because then nothing is debuffed here. We can also get a stone card, which we don't want, actually, at all. We don't want a stone card. We want a lot of evens. Three of a kind and five card. Okay. Sparkles. This card, unfortunately, is useless to us in this deck. We still want the mult. If we get that blurry card, I think we can use this. And no, never. We're just gonna play flushes the whole time. So this sucks. Bad card. Sad about this card. We can't afford it anyway. Okay, we can double our money for $3, which is still not enough for anything. I mean, might as well double our money. This is a bad start. Ah, bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Guess I could have sold this. I still don't think it would have been enough. Play only one hand. We definitely don't want that. First hand face down. Let's play that. I feel like this deck, I don't know. This build is not speaking to me. We may even already have problems just from the where we are already. I didn't. Oh my gosh. Accidental discard. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, my feelings. Oops. That's embarrassing. Oh man, I really blew it. Sorry, just was not paying attention. That's funny though. It happens sometimes. I mean, we're gonna be fine here, but maybe I'm glad I got it out of my system, I guess. Oh wait, I thought we were gonna be fine. Whatever. Okay, that embarrassing discard. I wasn't feeling very good about that deck anyway, so I was getting careless, I guess. That would give us $5. This gives us a bigger hand. Spade cards are debuffed, so definitely not. Definitely don't want that. Spade debuff. Oh man, accidental discard. I'm not too bothered about it. Had I liked that deck, it would have been very sad, but I didn't really like it. Just not feeling these first. And this would give us $5. Hearts debuffed. Can't do it. I mean, I could. Obviously, we could. It probably wouldn't be that big of a deal. Probably should have just done that for the chance of a polychrome. That'll give us $8. And a foil card. Hearts debuffed. No. I probably should look at that first. Clubs debuffed is fine. Okay, let's do this. Yeah. Remember I discarded my hand? I remember. It's pretty fun. This can be a pretty good card. So let's make... I mean, it doesn't matter, but we want that. This card sucks with this deck, but let's get it just in case, because it's free. Hopefully there's a Jupiter. Man! I'm tempted to get straight because of this, but full house seems more valuable, but oh well. I'm gonna be sad when this doesn't work. Hey, it worked! On the card I didn't want it to work on. Oh well. At least we got +10 mult, which is good for now. Okay. I just don't even know what to do. Probably discard the low cards. Almost a straight flush. Do I try to get the straight flush? don't think we need to think about this too hard. I would like that thing, that hand that all cards can't. This one I do like. Okay, this one is going to be huge because if we play flushes every time, that is going to be a tremendous card. Let's get this just for this more than anything. Do we do this again? Our chances are not good. Okay, didn't really expect it, but that's okay. We got several pluses there. Okay, so I'm pleased with this. The problem here, we get no reward for this, so we might as well skip this. I want this, but I feel like we won't be able to afford it. Unfortunately. Spade cards debuffed. Bummer. So that will be an all-heart run. Like, we could do this for the straight. I should probably be thinking more about straights, especially right now where we haven't upgraded flush at all. But I want this, where I know we're going to have flushes. So I think ultimately that's going to be worth more. Like, just flushing like crazy, knowing that our subsequent flushes are going to get 3x. Like, we're going to fire this guy now, which is going to be huge. So I think that is more important than the whatever, the 100. Whoa! I've never had this guy before. Fewer I think that's okay. I don't know if that was really the wisest thing to do, but it was interesting to me, so I did it. I may live to regret it, but I was just too charmed by that Joker. None of these really matter. I mean, I guess the bonus is good. Okay. So, we are only playing hearts. Ooh, look at that. Take a straight flush. Extra hand size, I feel like it's going to be huge. I like this. This guy. It's pretty cool. Or we say we want to really lay into... Okay, I'll probably regret this, but I feel like we're fine right now, especially with this guy. I'm not too worried about our chances. Base chips malt. Oh, I didn't even... Oh, God, that was a bad choice. This card is worthless. That's funny. I mean, actually, it wasn't worthless. Oh, shoot, I should have done that, but whatever. It's going to be fine. I just wasn't even thinking about that. I could have... I probably had a straight in that hand, but it doesn't matter. Upgrade straight by 1. I mean, this guy's going to carry us for a while, the card sharp. That's very slow. Oh, look at this. This is what would have let that flower pot be useful. I still kind of want it. But if I bought this right now, it would only be meaningful for that 9. It would do nothing else for us. So, I don't know. Useless. Useless, useless, useless. Pretty useless. I like this card, it's just not worth it with this deck. Okay. Is there anything we actually are aiming for? Not really. I mean, a straight would be sort of nice, but not very necessary. And we really want the flushes for this guy, so. And with the extra hand size we get from this, I feel like the flushes are just trivial to get. Oh, we may lose anyway, though. We might lose anyway. That'd be sad. This is just not going to be worth enough, even with all of our... I guess I should pay a little more attention. Oh, I may have blown it. It would be so cool to get a jack. It happened. How about that? Okay, I was not paying attention closely enough and almost lost. But oh, I lost anyway. Wow, that still wasn't enough. Wow. Okay, that was worse than I thought. I guess that's the green. My instincts were thrown off by the green stake. Okay, so we need to pay. We need to try harder. Do better. So this could be good because we could afford. Yeah, the green just makes things more expensive. I mean, you know, the harder more quickly, I guess is a way to put it. The problem with the rare jokers is some of them are just, I mean, I guess this makes sense, but some of them are just kind of chaotic. Like, I wouldn't even say they're good. They're just, oh shoot, sorry, not paying attention again. Probably discarded something I shouldn't have. Okay, we have some money. If a poker hand is a straight flush, create a random spectral card. And neither of these cards actually help our game. This helps us in our likelihood of getting a straight flush, I guess. I never tried to like build around straight flushes before, but I don't know about this one. Okay. So we get a tarot card every time. Oh, come on. Come on. Cool. Tin malt. That's handy. We definitely needed that. Poker hand's a straight flush, create a spectral card. This just doesn't feel like... That's not kind of what I meant, that the rare cards are often just insane. Like, they're just sort of... They're cool, and they can be very powerful. I don't really know how to build towards getting a straight flush as a more likely thing. There is that that hand card, again, that lets you only need 4 cards to make a straight or a flush. Oops. Straight flush. Spectral card. Joker. What did we get? Planet card. Here's this idiot again. This idiot. I mean, that's not a terrible card to have. Just to have some malt. 0 discards. Definitely want to play our face cards. I mean, I'm tempted to add a wild card to this just so that we can have another face card. This may be totally unnecessary. And I may regret it someday. So that's going to trigger the face cards here. That's probably really not necessary. Yeah, it definitely wasn't, but oh well. Oh well. I don't mind having that wild card in there. Doubling money seems good. This card is insane. It just lets you destroy cards. I want this, though. So let's double our money. Definitely want this. We haven't really been thinking about stars. Standard pack seems not that important. Arcana could be cool. Trance. We could double our money again. We get 2 planets. Oh, random joker. I want that. This joker. This sucks. These 2 jokers are hate each other. That was poor. There's ways that each of these cards can be incredibly valuable kind of on their own, like depending on how the deck goes, but together, I think they are worthless. Face cards are face down, so we'll know where all the face cards are. No, sorry, cards are drawn face down. Face cards drawn down. Face cards face down is a different one. Cards are drawn face down. This is kind of a bummer. I'm gonna play this one. Random joker card. Yes. I also don't really like this one. At all. It gets molt from skipping booster packs. So I feel like this can be insane. Like this card, especially on the abandoned deck where there's no face cards, it can just build forever. But I mean, I could probably make it work. But I think I don't want to, is the thing. I think I want to stick with this and then maybe get the everything as a face card situation. Gotta remember this dork. Let's trance you. I'm not really paying attention to flushes. I think we really need to at this juncture. Watch me lose this because I'm not. I will say this, it feels like the green, I don't know, having the difficulty scale more quickly is not, it's kind of throwing me off. Because I'm used to just not caring at the beginning, I guess, or it's just like, who cares? I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. So the thing is, if I want this to be useful, I have to skip some packs. If this has Jupiter, I'm taking it. Okay, sorry, red card that I don't like. I mean, I could just, I can't afford it, never mind. This deck is not feeling incredible to me. I don't want either of these. And we could try to not play any face cards this time to get a little bit of mult, but I feel like the face cards are going to be more valuable. I don't know. I don't like this deck. I won't be sad if I'm not necessarily trying to throw, but uh-oh. Color do you think this card is? Could go either way. I really have not. I should have paid more attention to the straight flush stuff. Like, this card's kind of useless. These cards don't work well together. This card I don't like. Like, it's just not. You're not going well. This card is hard to use. I just don't feel very good about this run. I'm tempted to just bail. I'm gonna bail. I just don't see this actually. I don't see that. We're not on the way to a winning deck. Just knowing that it's gonna be harder. Maybe I don't know. I don't regret it. I was gonna say maybe I'll regret that. I don't. I just don't think it was gonna go well. This polychrome could be amazing if we can afford it, which I feel like we're not gonna be able to afford it. But I don't know. Maybe we can afford it. Kind of doubt it. $10? Hey, $10. And it's for... Oh, wow. This is actually great. This is a very good card for us to get. I'm pleased with this card because it's polychrome and it is for spades. So it is actually a useful... It's actually useful. So that is good news. Except for when we draw this hand and it's all hearts, but that's fine. Like we basically only... Yeah, this is not going well actually. Get out of here. This is going to be crazy. This will carry us for a while, I think, just this one card. There will be a point where it will not be enough, but... Ooh. I like this card. Look at this get out of jail free card. We'll save you at the end. It's stressful sometimes, but I'm going to get it. This is kind of useless, but again, there's no rewards here, and we don't have enough money to buy anything, so... play only one hand for 1,000. I feel like we've got it. That's not going to be a problem, but I would like to try to level up a little more. Oh, by that I mean get more jokers and so on and so forth. We're just going to try to play spade flushes is basically the goal at the moment. I don't care about the three of a kind, but I do kind of care about the... Oh, I'm more than kinda. I just do care about the mult. Spectral Joker! 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 No. Gold Seal. Polychrome to a Joker and destroy the others. No. Shrink your hand. That's a little interesting. I don't want to do this. I mean, it could be interesting just in terms of getting like, yeah, I don't think so. Never mind. This gives us 4 enhanced numbered cards. The problem is it might not give us... It might like destroy a spade and give us non-spades, which we just do not want. So I'm going to just add a gold seal to somebody. Probably something that will... That's if it's... When it is played and scores. So we are likely to play and score that. Nobody likes this guy anyway. Okay. Feeling reasonably good about this. Right? We're gonna get our 10. We're gonna get all those guys. We don't need this. Oh, it is the final anyway. We get it. Yeah. Order of magnitude more than the required score, so I'll take it. Money's not looking so high. It would be really... I still think it would be nice to get some... not that. Upgrading flesh would be tremendous. Also having some money. I don't want to upgrade straight. But there's no reason to play this otherwise, so... Wish that was flush. I really do. Like, you know, we're okay for the time being, but we're quickly going to hit a point where this isn't really enough. A couple of upgrades to flush would take us far, I think. This is pretty good. But it degrades over time, but at a slower rate. So this is double mult. This, though, gives us... I really like mult multipliers. Problem is it degrades. I think I'm going to do it anyway. It will buy us some time. Every time I discard is a problem now. That was a gamble, but it paid off. So I just need to like avoid discards at all costs, basically. This is okay. I mean, I like the 50 chips, so I'll probably take it just for the... So we're trying to avoid discards, so I think I'm not going to do that. I will likely live to regret this, but we have a very sparkly deck, which I'm enjoying. Please with the Jupiters. Bummer. I mean, straight flushes are possible, but this we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose because of that. I feel like that's gonna be the thing that kills us. Just if we were able to update flushes this whole time, it would just be such a big deal. Phew, 3x mult if all cards held in hand are spades or clubs. I mean, we have that sometimes when we play full hands of hearts. But we want to play the spades. I don't know about that at this moment. I do know I want frickin' Jupiter. I feel like this game's taunting me. I'm being taunted. I'll take a negative joker. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like we're not going to get this one. Like, this is tricky. Should I discard this because we want to be playing spades? Spades are just worth so much more to us, but this is going to degrade that. But the spades are just worth too much to not embrace. I mean, it's okay. Well, there'll be other cards. This will be worth quite a lot for a while. But we're going to need to replace it at some point. That's a bad one to have. Oh, man. I mean, I like that card. It's just... Oh, I should have doubled this first. Oopsie. I was too... Like, negative on the... This sucks. I feel cursed. How are we just getting no... I mean, this is going to help us for at least a minute. Uh-oh, no repeat hand types. We may be screwed. We might be screwed. Unless I get a straight flush. No repeat hand types. Very bad news. I mean, should I try to work towards the straight flush with that? Like... It's going to be worth a lot, but then, I don't know. This is a bad situation. We do have that giant mult. No, this is bad. This is really bad. Straight flush would be great. We have normal straight, which is level 6. Okay, that worked out okay. Okay, we got this lady who's a friend of ours, and we have I'm bummed out about the lack of Jupiters. Still no more. God, this sucks. I feel like we've gotten everything but Jupiter at this point. Close. That's really disheartening. I was hoping for a Sky Lady. Come on. No. I don't really ever want that. Oh, well. Didn't really think about maybe converting some of those Jupiter straight. I don't think we're gonna make it. I mean, we can try to start working towards. Oh boy, I forgot about that. Just not worth it to play hearts. Oh, pretty good score. At any minute we could lose this, and this is getting worse. I don't know. This run, I love this card, but only early. We still are not getting Jupiters. I also love this card, but it's the wrong deck for it. This guy's not gonna help us. Man! Do I roll one more time? I feel like we just have to get some better Jokers. Get this dummy. Okay, we may be sunk. I don't know that we're gonna make this. Like, how can we? Some straight flushes, maybe? I mean, we kind of can't play hearts unless it's part of a... Yeah, boy. Bummer. Yeah, we're not gonna get it. That's too bad. That's too bad. I mean, I probably could be thinking harder about trying to get a straight flush, but... Or even just a straight, right? We've leveled straight. Oh god, I wasn't even really thinking of that. Straight is super leveled. But it's kind of... Oh, shoot. Maybe we could have done this with a straight. Oh well. I think this run is... I think this is a lost run. I'm out of discards. I'm out of discards. This is hopeless. It's hopeless. I mean, unless I do something... Unless I, like, really gamble and play a junk card to try to get a straight. I'm gonna be really sad if I get... Yeah, this just isn't good. And if this, I'm saying I absolutely have to have an 8. If I do this, it's saying I could get... Yeah, it's such a bummer. Like it's really close on one side or the other. Like what is still... I don't have that many cards remaining. It's not likely to get a queen. There's only one queen left. There's a fair number of 8s left. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I probably could have salvaged this in some way, but... Oh well. Oh well. Blew it. We did not get the magical 8 that we needed to recover. I kind of liked this deck. I didn't love this deck, but I kind of liked it. I don't even know what to do. Just play some nonsense. Can't even play anything now. Oh well. Good old-fashioned pair. I got 10,000 for that pair. Okay. Ah, see, I did like. I feel like it's just kind of not good to start with a rare Joker because they're too weird to help you on their own usually, and they're too expensive. I think. Like this I could go for. This seems like... Oh no, but it's Spade is debuffed. We can't do that. I mean, I could have. I should have still done it. I should have still done it. Man, I should have. Come on. Because that was a start that would be like a free foil, which I like the idea of. And obviously we could have just played Hearts, and it's early enough that it would have been fine. There is that thing that like lowers the ante. Like essentially lowers the difficulty. I forgot what it is now. Okay, just want an auspicious start. I mean, I sure there's definitely a skill issue here, for sure. Just want some cards, you know, some cool jokers. Just want some cool jokers to build an insane deck. That's all. Not polychrome. I want a coupon to start with. That's true in real life as well. Just want coupons. I'll probably just do one more run and then get back to real life. Let's do this. Polychrome and some money. We'll have $10. This should be an easy... Oops, I didn't really need to do that, but oh well. If we'd gotten any Jupiters at all, I feel like we would have run that last run. I can't believe we never got any Jupiters. Like... Or I should have just realized the flaw in my strategy at a certain point and shifted to straights, realizing how... Okay, so this... That means we want to lean into faces. Pretty much always want that card. Jupiter? Jupiter? Okay, off to a bad start. I mean, it's kind of boring to just play flushes constantly anyway, but the whole point of this is I just want to unlock the new deck. So I would like just an easy-ish, a comparatively easy way to get a new deck. We got 2 spades here, that's nice, with enhancements. Okay. So face cards are our friends. I should probably be thinking about full houses. Not very hard. I think this is going to really carry us for a minute. I like that spade setup we had. Like, we didn't have perfect cards last time by any means, but I don't want it. And I don't want that. There's some chance there'll be something useful in here. There really isn't. Class cards are cool and all, but they can break. Shouldn't have made that a spade, probably. Oh well, doesn't matter at this point. This might be close, because we don't... We don't have much working for us at this point. I shouldn't play this because I don't need it. I don't want to break it. Okay, can we please, like, get some flushiness? Is there something like where flushes are disabled? Like, you can't upgrade flushes on this deck? That'd be pretty funny. Like where you just will not get a Jupiter on this? I feel like it would say that. Okay. Somebody... Oh, this is good. I want this. This is going to help us potentially get straight flushes. I don't care about you. Maybe I do. If I'm going to try to get straight flushes, maybe I care about you now. I take back what I said. I don't really know how likely I think it is, but let's see. 15 bucks, play only one hand. Nope. So, like you can see, a 10 or a 6 would already give us a straight flush, which would be cool. I probably shouldn't chase it, but I want to. Wait, that's not what I meant to do at all. I meant to do the opposite of the thing I just did. Oops. We do have 7, 8, 9. Like this. Oh, I thought that was going to be everything we needed. Oops. I should have probably not discarded so much. Bad mental math. Two, three, four. Okay, I gotta start paying more attention to straights. It doesn't matter yet, but did I just play a bad hand? Sorry, I'm just not paying attention anymore. What is a flush? Is this not going to give me enough? I'm scared now. For some reason, I feel like I have okay instincts in terms of how things are going to pan out. Okay, I have to step away for 1 second. I'll be right back. But my instincts are off. Well, hello, it's me. Yeah, I don't know. It's face cards. I just feel like my instincts were off on that one. Why is this black again? That was weird. Okay. We got this loser, which I just don't care about. I mean, it's kind of nice, and I'll take the 50 chips I get. No, I won't. I can't afford anything. Bummer. Well, this could go really poorly. Like, I have to get a straight flush, and even then, that's maybe just not enough. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, but it doesn't, there's no face cards included, so I'm kind of not very excited about it. And I guess we could work to figure this out quickly. This is a trivial amount. This is only 18. Let's call it 20. So, and we get 60. No, we won't. So this is basically going to be 160 times 11. $160 times 10. Well, but it's 1.5. So it'll be. This is not going to do it, is it? We have no face cards. Draclin, how's it going? I am. Have you played this game? So your attacks are basically poker hands. And I'm pretty early in a run here, and I have a very good card, and you're also deck building. So you like build these jokers and their modifiers on your hands. But I think I'm gonna fail because I'm on a boss right now, and I can only play one hand. So I have to score this much money in one hand, basically. And I think with my current build, I'm not gonna be able to do it. This is, I mean, I don't know. We could just think through the math, but it feels like it's not going to be enough, basically. Just looking at this being around, I mean, it's 1.5. I don't know how it handles rounding, but it's going to be something times 15, basically. And so I'll need something like 200 chips, and this would only be about another 20, so this doesn't quite cut it. It's cool. This game is amazing. I've played an insane amount of this game in the last week, like an embarrassing amount. So this is probably an insane thing, but I'm gonna do this because I feel like we're not gonna get this unless we get a straight flush. It's kind of our only option. A straight flush with face cards. I feel like we have to build towards. Because just a regular flush with the face cards is not enough. So we basically need a queen or an 8 here. Are we gonna get it? We do. We get it. How about that? Look at that. So this may be adequate because we're gonna at least get a meaningful number of chips here. So I think this will do it. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, this more than enough does it. Great. I mean, maybe the first one would have been there. It would have been close, though. Okay, we need some more jokers. This sucks, man. Okay, well, we didn't die on that round, but I feel like we're definitely going to die on the next one. We're just not getting meaningful cards. This is not going to do anything for us. This is not going to do anything for us. We could try to buy some standard decks. I don't think they're going to help us in any way. I could try to re-roll this, and maybe there will be a $4 joker that means something. Okay, sorry, I'm not sure if I understand that. You're saying you have an extruded face that you don't know the size of? What do you mean? You don't know the dimensions of the face? Or You want to... sorry, I'm not. I don't think I'm quite understanding the question. You have a face of an unknown height, but wait, like you've extruded something. You're talking of the. If you've I don't even know what your axis you're talking about when you're talking about height. I'll start Fusion in the background. And you can just tell me what to do, and we'll do it together. Well, it's a weird thing to, like, it depends on which axis you're extruding on, so I can understand what the height means. But I'm glad to, like, open Fusion, and you can talk me through recreating the thing you're trying to do. So, yeah, this kind of sucks. And this sucks. Okay, we got this with this guy. This guy's gonna save us. This is our buddy, our good old-fashioned base Joker. This is the one. I don't know if that's really true, but better than nothing. I mean, I feel like we're in this seems extremely unlikely that we're going to be able to do this. That dumb Joker could help us. See, now I feel like we have to aim for straight flushes, but they're not going to be easy to get, and I don't want to just, like, burn all discards just trying to get them. Bummer. I don't know. I mean, our boy's going to help us a little bit. At least a little bit. Not very much, though. We still got to get the straight flushes. I don't know. This run just may be ruined. Ruined! Oh, I keep forgetting about the face card thing. The way this works is it is a truly remarkable game. It is really great. I'm playing with, like, a weird challenge deck on an increased difficulty because I'm trying to unlock something specific. Okay. I think we're just dead here. That's fine. Oops, that wasn't even the right thing to play. Oh well, we got basically the same score. Okay. I thought I was dead already and stopped paying attention. Okay, now we're dead. Okay, let's take a momentary fusion break. Suspend fusion over there, that's okay. Okay, so you have made a face. I think I said that was going to be my last run of the day anyway, so we'll just end this with some fusion, which is basically like Balatro. Or Balatro? I still don't know how to say it, which is embarrassing. It's one of those things that you learn that you don't know how to say something when you try to say it. So you're saying you have a face, or you have a sketch, and you've extruded geometry from that sketch. I don't know why Discord doesn't want to open. Maybe it's mad about... I guess I could have also asked you to put a screenshot on Discord. Why is Fusion not responding? Is it mad about a video game being running? Probably. Mad about a video game running? What are you mad about, Fusion? Don't look at this number. It's very upsetting. Are there embarrassing things in my Steam library? That'd be kind of funny. I think I've ever shown it on stream. Fusion? Old buddy, old pal? Okay, that took a weirdly long time. Brackets. I don't think I need these. That's weird. Come on, go away. Wonder why. I don't know why that wouldn't be saved, but okay. Draclin, are you still there? I'm embarrassed that I got into Fusion and then you just left me. It would be okay. Basically done streaming today anyway. Hello? Wrong. Oops. I made a box here and Draclin's gone. What a debacle. Got a cool cube here. So trying to understand the question. Draclin may be gone. Maybe all over. Maybe open Fusion for nothing. That's okay. Can wait a moment. Got all day. Okay, we'll wait until the stream is at 1:45 and it's over. We'll just look at this cube together. It's not even a cube, really. Now it's a cube. It's a nice rotating cube. That's all. I gotta finish the thing I've been working on. That thing I posted on Discord, the enclosure for the viewfinder, is very close. That just needs knobs. Am I like super delayed or something? Maybe I'm very, very delayed. It's cool. Like that game has, and it's crazy. There's like combinations of tarot cards and all kinds of other weird layers upon it. It's a very, very good game. I feel like the only thing my one complaint might be is that it feels like so many unlocks. You know, one of the most satisfying things is unlocking new cards, and it felt like that was very, very front loaded. And then that the remaining unlocks I have are insanely hard, like where they just almost don't even make sense. It's like discard 7 of clubs at the same time or whatever, where you would have to have a incredibly hyper specific deck to be able to do. And maybe there's ways to reasonably build towards that. I don't know. Okay, we passed the time limit. But this 1/1/1, when you do an extrusion, just doing an extrusion lets you dimension. So if I just hit E on this, this is the dimension. So whenever you do, and that's the same with drawing a sketch, whenever you draw anything, it can prompt you for the dimensions that it will, but it's also a parameter here is the distance. If you do extent type distance. Oh yeah. You can also show it just by, you can use inspect measure and just measure point to point and get like this if you just want to know a value. Okay, Drachman, can you tell me the... You can post a screenshot and I could try to recreate it, or you can just tell me. A certain remaining height. Right. So you have a complicated thing and you're aiming towards a total height. I mean, without knowing exactly your situation, I don't know if you've looked at parameters yet. They're one of my favorite features here. So one idea would be, you know, you could have something like a total height of 100 millimeters. And then you could have several things that were portions of that height. Again, I don't know exactly what you're doing, but like I could say that this is going to be like total height times 0.25, so that I just know that 25% of my total height is covered. And then when I do this extrusion, I could do total height times 0.75. And then if I measure this total, I would know that it's 100. So maybe there's a way for you to do that. I mean, you're trying to say just subtract and leave a total height. Are you talking about like a negative extrude or something? Yeah, the variables are really powerful. The other thing you can do that you may not know about necessarily, if you're talking about doing a cut, like if I was trying to think of a way to express this easily. Okay, so if I, for example, had a sketch here and I had a rectangle that was like this, and then I wanted to kind of negative subtract here such that I left a certain amount of height here, you could do a start at object. So you'd start at actually the bottom of the object instead. Let me think about the best way to do this. And then your extent type would be to object. It gives you the opposite of what you want. I think there's a way, I'd have to really think about it. Oops. Yeah, something like this. So now I know that I've left 10, so that the height of this is 10. So I've now cut this and left 10. So the height of this after I do this operation should be 10. So does that make sense? Like I said, start from here and go to here, but offset by 10. So if I want to leave 20, oops, then this remaining height should now be 20. If I did that correctly, is that right? Yeah, so there's 20 millimeters. So that's one way to do it, is to use different, you just use different offsets. So I'll walk through that one more time because it's a little confusing. So if I have this sketch up here, which is now turned off, this upper sketch, do an extrude on this, right? And you're saying you want to extrude such that there's a remainder, that you leave a remainder here. I'm going to say right now the start is set to where I started, and the extent is set to distance. I'm going to change it instead to start from an object. I'm sure there's another way to do this, but I'm going to start it from here. So now I'm actually starting from this surface, and then instead of saying a distance, I'm going to say that I want to go to this surface. So right now I'm just saying cut from this surface to this surface. But by applying an offset now, I'm setting an offset from the start, which is down here, which is in effect going to be the height that you want. So if I do this as 10, sorry, I think I actually did it back. Did I flip upside down or something? I think I maybe did it backwards this time, but I think that rule... How did I do that backwards? Did I not start where I thought I said to start? Maybe I did it the opposite way of what I meant to do. What have I done? Sorry. I did it right the first time, and then the second time I screwed it up. Maybe I wanted to start here to here. There we go. Sorry, I did it backwards. I wanted to start at the top and cut down. So I was still starting at the top. So I'm starting at the top and cutting down with an offset of the amount that I want to leave, because the full amount would just be fully from the top to the bottom. And so now this is just negative 15 or whatever, and it will leave that as a remainder. Yeah, it's cool. These are incredibly powerful. Like these other, you could also do it. Actually, you could probably do the same thing with starting with an offset, but I very frequently start and end with object faces is really useful for like any number of things, like cutting holes through things or going partially the way through things or whatever, in such a way that there's not really, where distance isn't really an equation, because then you can change the underlying model and always know that a hole goes through. Versus if you just use a distance, that's not going to work. Like, as an example, if I was going to cut a hole all the way through this, I would extrude from here, but instead of like having some kind of distance, I would say make the extend type to object, and then I just know it would always go to the bottom. And then if I went back and changed this original extrude to whatever, it will still always be through, which is nice. Alternatively, you could do something where you set like a, whatever you wanted that height of that portion to be. I use parameters a lot. Do I have that saved? I wonder if I can open it here just to show you the thing I don't think there's any secrets in here. Could be though. You'll see how messy my project library is. A hollow, do you know hollow in terms of you just want an outline of something, or hollow in terms of you want it to be like a shell, like it's a container? Like this thing is all parametric, so I can go back at any time and sort of change whatever, like the thickness of the wood or certain dimensions. Like I could say, oh, I actually want the inner height of the box to be the same, to be square, and then it should adjust everything now perfectly so that everything else got adjusted and positioned because everything was based on those parameters. Does that look better? Maybe I should have made that. Anyway, so what I was just asking is, there's two ways I could maybe imagine doing what you want to do. If you wanted it to just be a bunch of straws. Actually, I don't especially love this guy, but there is this person that has this like this guy that has this modular container like framework, and then tons of people print things for it. I can't remember what the guy's name is or what the name of the project is. What is that guy's name? There's a name for it. It's like so there's a version of that exists in the world. Gridfinity. If you search for Gridfinity, it was designed, I think, by a YouTuber, but tons of people have built new modules for it. So just for organizing things that will all fit together. Well, I think a lot of these are already designed to be parametric too. But what can be kind of nice about this, if you choose to do this for organizers, is there's already like different sort of frames and stuff that you can drop the modules into, which is cool. Sorry, I still feel like I'm not understanding your weed leaf. Trying to make a hollow weed leaf in the process of cutting the intersecting holes. I don't know if this is helpful, but as far as like things like straws, I don't know if you've been looking at sweeps and revolves. Things like sweeps can be really good to make a straw. 4 overlapping plastic straws in the shape of a weed leaf. Four overlapping plastic straws in this shape. I have to say I'm having trouble imagining this. Okay, there's a Discord sketch coming. I'm still streaming for Balatro. This is riveting content, I know. Let's just draw a weed leaf. It's just a Bezier tool. I don't really ever draw things in here. I guess I would try to draw an SVG and bring it in. These are not just a straight up Bezier fit point or control point spline. This is a good weed leaf. Pretty good one. This is bad. This is the wrong spline to use. So are these the control points, or do you... Okay, I see. This is good. This is good drawing. I don't ever draw stuff like this in Fusion. Okay, let's check out Draklyn's car. Ah, I see. Okay, I gotcha. So... But... So... I guess I feel still not totally sure what you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to actually make... What part are you trying to make? I love this sketch. So you kind of want a weed leaf that just has holes in it? Okay, so you want a plastic weed leaf that just has tubes in it, right? Okay, so what I would say is I would start with an SVG of a weed leaf. Just pretend I have one. And then you can place an SVG in and then just extrude it like like whatever. But as far as what I would recommend for that is probably a Boolean. What do they call it here? Is there just straight up bools in here? Oh, like, in other words, what I would maybe propose... I gotta remember how to do this in here. I was gonna say Boolean, but that's not a... that is purely combine. No, you can do... Yeah, okay, here's what we'd want. What I would recommend is that first you just make you have two separate components basically. You'd have a component that was the weed leaf and the component that was the straw assembly as a positive, and then just put it in as a negative and subtract it. Okay. That's a mystery. So, okay. So I would say we make a component leaf, and we make a component straws. This may not be the best way to do it. It's just how I would probably approach it. So you have a leaf component and you have a straws component. The straws component, I guess, feels a little easier to me because you basically just need some cylinders. I almost feel like you could do this with think of how exactly I'd want to draw this. You could think of a few ways to do it. I think the way I would suggest is drawing a sketch. This is the way I would probably think about doing it. Start with your pattern of straws. I know this is not the real pattern, but we'll just go with this for a second. And then sweep them all, perhaps. Oh, you need a profile for a sweep. But you could... Can you not just sweep automatically? You have to make a profile first. Sorry, I haven't done some of this stuff in Fusion. It's stuff I would normally do in 3D. I thought you could just... Okay, well, I'm going to make this easier on myself, I guess. Like, you could definitely imagine having the straw set up and doing a sweep. I guess you need a profile in here. You can't just default to a circle. Although, I mean, it's easy enough to add that, right? Let's just add a circle. I don't know that I've ever done a sweep in the software, but let's try it. Sweep with this profile on this path. Why is it not working? Single path. That is the profile we want. This is the path we want. Full distance. Oops. Why doesn't this work? Oh, do we have to actually place this properly in space? I don't want to do that. So it sounds like we have to actually have it placed properly. That's annoying. You have to do that in other software. A Blender candidate? I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to do this. Like, you could make the model in Blender and then bring it in if you have the weed leaf already. The thing I mean, I'm kind of interested in figuring this out. I just haven't used sweeps and lops in Fusion, but it seems like we'd have to place the... Okay. Let's just try to make this simple. I should just illustrate the idea and then leave it as an exercise to the reader to so I don't know. How big do we want this to be? Like 6 millimeters. And then this is whatever length, whatever way you need to create your tubes. I think the general principle, oh, why the orientation is so weird. Doesn't really look like up. Isn't that weird? Okay, I'm giving you a horrible example. Trying to think of how I would really do this. The sweep thing is annoying. I mean, that's probably really what I would do. Maybe that would have been faster to just like actually try to set that up. Oh, Draklin. Now I'm being indecisive, and I realize it's not helpful. Let's see. With ribs, I think I have tried it before, like adding ribs for supports and things. I'm really disappointed with the way the sweep works. That's not what I really would have expected. So, because I either want to do that, or I want a very simple way to, well, let me just, okay, I'm getting like way too distracted. I think maybe the thing to do is to start with just the very basic premise of what I'm talking about, which is you will have some object, and I would say that, let's say we make the leaf. So whatever your leaf is, this is a good leaf. This is what weed leaves look like. You would have something like this, you know, as a solid block, and make that one problem is making this object, and make a totally separate problem making the tubes that you want to go through this object. I'll just do one of them. However you would choose to do it. But the idea just being like, you need to draw some tubes. And then almost like it's a mold where you'd have sort of a positive and negative. That's weird. I mean, this is not a terrible idea, because you could go in and do this on the faces. But the whole point being is that then you will have positive geometry and negative geometry. You know, you'll kind of have the positive of the leaf and the what you want to be the negative of the straws. And then it's weird they call this combine and not just bool, but you say this is the target body and this is the tool body, and then we say we're going to do a cut, and then you can just cut the paths through. So I'm sorry that was a very long-winded way to explain this, but that's probably how I would think about it, is draw, you know, get your leaf the way you want it, and then think about the tubes as a totally separate problem. I mean, your way is not necessarily a bad way. It just sounds a little harder to control. So I feel like I'd have to really think about what I think the best way to draw the tubes is, honestly. I mean, I think if I was really doing this, I would want the design like an Illustrator or whatever as an SVG probably. So it was just like an actual design that I wanted to print. And then for making the tubes, I guess I would, for making the tubes, what would I say? Because you could do a, you could do something like this and create planes like this that sort of just dictated a plane that was going to go through. So to do it the way you're talking about, you could do kind of this way. It feels a little hard. I mean, I guess you could still do it separately and not do it as extrudes, and be able to just create this as geometry. So like in the, maybe that's not a bad idea. Like in the tool geometry we're creating, like in this land, you could create planes that were at an angle. I don't know if I really think this is easier, but it's a thing you could do. And then you'd have a construction plane that kind of went like this down the pipe, so that when you created a new sketch, it just doesn't feel like this is very usable. So I am on this plane now. It doesn't really seem like it created the plane exactly where I wanted. It doesn't seem like what I asked for. I wanted it in the middle. I guess it is. Doesn't really seem like what I asked for. But you could do something like that, and then something like this. But I think I like the tool geometry idea more. Like set up the tubes and do a positive negative thing. The encoder, this is just a dummy thing. Yeah, so if you haven't got into construction planes, they're super huge. Like the, I don't know that this is the exact, for like a weird shape, like a weed leaf, but like I use offset plane all the time, mid plane all the time. Like these are incredibly useful for like saying, I want to draw at this point. I'm sure someone who knows the software better than me would have a better suggestion for how to create the tube structure. I would really have to think about that. I mean, another funny thing you could sort of think about. Yeah, okay, that's not bad. Okay, as far as like ways to create our tool bodies, so if we go back to wherever we were, we loose around a leaf. I for some reason did the straws first, and I don't know why I did that. Why did I do that? No, I didn't. I did the right thing. Let's just delete all this stuff. Wait, why can't I do the delete all after? There it is. Okay, so I think I'm imagining that I kind of like the idea of that might be ridiculous, but could work, is inside our straw land, is don't think of them as tubes, think of them as rectangles. And so I think I like this idea. Let's see if it actually works. So we want to draw this on just here probably to start with, if that's the middle. And then draw a series of, like draw a rectangle like this. And then I should have actually, well, okay. Do a revolve here. We're gonna need to pick the axis, which is a little annoying. How are we gonna pick the axis? That's the profile we want. Like I wanna rotate this basically along. I guess I can here. Profile crosses. Sorry, what did that say? Profile crosses the revolve axis. Try moving the profile, trimming it along the axis so there's no overlap. Why is that true? Why can't I? Why does it matter if I'm on top of the... Maybe the problem is, I think I know the problem. I actually don't want a full rectangle. I want like a L shape. Sorry. The I need something like this. I need something probably like this. And then a revolve on this, maybe. And along this axis. Why does it not let me have this profile? Can I not do this now because it's not closed? That would be sad. This is a bad teaching session. I really have never done... These are operations that are common in 3D software, but I've never done them in Fusion, so I don't really know the restrictions, I guess. There we go. So that would be a way to do it, is to draw it as rectangles first. And then do that revolve. So you could just draw, you could lay it out two-dimensionally, basically. What if the revolve, it'd be cool if the revolve, like, didn't... There's probably a way to do it such that we could have... done what I did initially, like just have the profile over the top of it. There's probably a way to set that up. Yeah, it's a sign this is bang. Life is Yours, how's it going? This is supposed to be a card. This is a video game called Balatro, and then I got distracted by Draclin. But so Draclin, that's a way that another way. There's a lot of ways you could create the tubes, I guess, is the point there. Let's make this go. Oops, in both directions. Is that the leaf? Where's the leaf? It's you. Symmetric. And then you could do the same thing that I showed before, the target body and the tool bodies. So I don't know if that makes your life any easier or harder. Sorry. Yeah, sure. I hope this helps. Yeah, it's a nice Christmas tree topper. You can do whatever you want in there. I'm trying to think of the, like, it feels like there should be an easier way to do the thing that I want to do, which is, okay, I have one more dumb suggestion. Are you ready? Last one. Last dumb suggestion. And then that's it for sure. So one more dumb suggestion, the dumbest of them all, but I like it, is instead of revolving this, don't revolve this. Let's extrude it instead. I've lost my sketch. Let's extrude this instead. And now we have a square hole, which nobody likes square holes. But after this might actually be cool. This actually might be the coolest way to do this if it actually worked the way that I'm imagining. Okay. Very distracted, but let's try this. And it's definitely not going to be the most efficient way, but it could be a way that is cool. So we basically would want something like, we want our tubes like this, right? These are bad tubes because this is bad weed leaf, but and then you want to come down here. Pretend this is not the worst weed leaf anyone ever created. But you'd basically draw a 2D map of the tunnels that you want to extrude, and then you could do this symmetric. And then you've got dumb square tubes here, but this is a quick way to get those holes. But then if you want to round these, you can fill it this whole feature. Let's fill it the whole feature. Oh, is it not going to let us? Oh, come on. That was going to be cool. You really won't let me fill it the whole feature? Come on, buddy. I know you want to let me do this. I mean, if it won't let us fill it the whole feature, it's easy enough, I guess, to just grab the top and bottom profiles. But I really don't want to. I don't want to grab the top and bottom profiles. I want to fill it the whole feature because I think that's cool. Did I do that in the wrong place? Oh, I did. Oops. It was supposed to be... Maybe that's the problem. It was supposed to be on the straws component for this extrude. And the... Boop. Okay. And then going back to the full component, we have this whole dumb jerk. And now... Come on, just let me fill with this. No. Yeah, I think for some reason it's seeing it wants to like fill it the inside of it. I mean, it starts to. I just want it to be more aggressive. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait, we got it. Okay. There's some relationship here that I'm missing. That's like the relationship between the actual... I didn't bother trying to make those properly square. But now I filleted that entire feature. So now we end up with rounded tubes, which obviously I didn't extrude them enough to make them actual circles because they're not squares. I guess if we extruded this a little more, maybe this was 4. And if those were roughly 4, that'll let us fill it. Like, you'd want these to be a consistent width. That's still not good enough. Anyway, that's a way that you can now round this whole thing that started as just a 2D sketch. And then if you do the bool there, we've really made a mess of the bool. We now need this as our tool body. In fact, the tool body can probably be the whole component, can it? Guess not. It can be this body. Then you get the rounded holes. And I realize these holes look insane, but why is this so bad? Actually, Fusion is pretty good. I still say that sometimes. The fillet thing, that was my fault because these are all very inconsistent widths. But you could certainly imagine making these all actual rectangles. In fact, another way to think about this. Boy, you're really distracting me today. That's okay. I was going to finish streaming soon anyway. Is to use 3-point rectangles on these. And then you would know that they were all rectangular and you could give them a... you'd have to be really thoughtful about this part though. Oops. Rectangle, 3-point rectangle. We want to say they're all like whatever we say it is. 5 millimeters or something. Where it's just saying like this. That was a bad example. 3-point rectangle. Call them all. It doesn't matter. Call them all 10. Call them all something. You. Although it's snapping now. I don't want that. How can I do this in a way that that width is enforced? Actually, okay. We could just do this. Probably. Why? What is wrong with... Oh, because I'm doing center rectangles. Get out of here. Because I'm hitting the wrong button every time? Maybe that's the problem? Okay. So let's call this 6. So that when we pull this in, it's a known width. There's, of course, other ways to do that. We could also do a 3-point rectangle and not set that to start with. Like, just get it roughly where we want it to get the angle that we want. Kind of hard to do with snapping on. We could do that and then we could go back and enforce the measurement later, make it 6. But anyway, do things such that these are all forced to be a proper width, and then you could just have some cavity in the middle, so that when you did your extrusion later, oops, it's really probably not the best way to do these things, but what are you gonna do? So that said that was 6. So let's do this 3 millimeters and let's do it symmetric. So these now actually should be perfect squares. So I think now I can fillet them, fillet the whole dude. No, the answer is no. Why is that? Maybe it's because of this. Oops. I can get close. It's probably because of the tube that I can't get there, but you could get very close to cylindrical, if not perfectly cylindrical. But I kind of like this. And then that would let you just draw the interior that you wanted, however you chose to draw it. There's a cool helix. You can also do threads to get things that are helical. You can also make threads with the helix. You could also revolve, but there's just coil. You could, like, I mean, you could, I don't know if I understand the question. Like coil, you can just create a coil and it asks you kind of the parameters that you want, and you could cut a coil in it. Are you trying to make a fun bendy straw? Good. Cool bendy straw. Okay, I'm leaving the software. Sorry, you wanted to see the encoder. This is just a dummy thing for me to position inside the object. So both the display and the encoder are just dummy objects I made based on the data sheets. just so it was the size, so I could check the size in here. And then the encoder is just actually attached to where it would physically go. And then I set up the fun joints so that it functions. You could do, I don't actually know if McMaster has rotary encoders. I'm not sure if you played with this. It's one of the craziest parts about Fusion is you have the full McMaster car catalog basically. So for whatever screws, bolts, whatever, I kind of don't know if they'll have a rotary encoder. Looks like they do actually. So it's possible that they have, I kind of doubt it. It's possible that they have some kind of rotary encoder that would work for me. I sort of doubt it. Maybe they do. These enclosures are not the enclosures that I have, but anyway, if you have a real object and you have the, I guess not everything has the data sheet. If it's something that has the data sheet, you can just drop it right into your drawing. So if like I wanted to put my fasteners in, which I should probably get into the habit of doing. I don't know if random selections are going to be a good idea here. Yeah, so I can now, there's 3D models just available for all of these CAD. So I could probably do a 3D step. See if that actually works. So now I have that exact screw that I picked the smallest screw in the universe. Yes, I picked a very small screw. I don't know how to do the frame zoom in like frame an individual object. But now this is that actual catalog part. So if I was building something and needed to order parts, yeah, I actually never tried to order from inside here. I don't know if you could. Maybe you could. That would be sort of crazy. But you can get your kind of parts manifest. I wonder if this... I've never used this. Actually, maybe I did use this for 3D parts, now that I think about it. But it's possible that some manufacturer has the rotary encoder I'm using. I mean, the one I have is some knockoff, whatever. So who knows? But it seems somewhat possible. That's not how you spell encoder. Like if I had name brand parts, maybe I could find, that's not too far off from what I have. Yeah, these look... I don't know. Somewhat close. I don't know if the manufacturer that of mine is in there, but anyway. Okay, I'm gonna run. It's lovely to see you both. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna play some more Balatro. We at least did half of the goal today, which was to get the red chip on the checkered deck, and then maybe I'll stream trying to get the green chip at some point, but I don't know. You know, Balatro. Hope that helps with your weed leaf, Draken. I realize that was somewhat aimless, but I had never tried to do some of those things in I like the idea of drawing the map and then booling the map out. So I hope that helps. Okay, I'll see you both. You're the best. Goodbye. Bye.